I welcome you all to this next video. Today we are going to look at a new type of data structure called arrays. So we'll see that what were the shortcomings of the previous data structures, primitive data structures that we were using, such as int, float, strings, right? And how actually arrays overcome those shortcomings or the problems. So let's suppose, for example, I'm someone who needs to store marks of children, right? So suppose there are three children per instance. So I'll store the marks like int a is equals to 30, int b is equals to 40, and int c is equals to 35, something like that, right? This is how I declare int type of data structure in Java. That's right. And this is a fine way to do it. That's an okay way to do it because all I needed was this information and I'm able to store it somehow, right? But what happens when the number of children becomes 30? Then I'll need to declare 30 variables like this. And what about 3000 perhaps? Then firstly, I'll need to declare 3000 variables. Naming is gonna be a big problem, right? How will I decide the names of 3000 variables? And suppose by any chance I am able to declare 3000 variables by taking the pain. In that case, what about the operation? Suppose I now decide that every child will get 5 extra marks. What happens in that case? Because then I'll have to visit each child one by one and increase the marks. And it's really tough to do that, right? So we need a smarter idea. We certainly need a smarter idea to do this. And that's why arrays were introduced. And they'll solve every problem that actually was there in the primitive type of data structure and this type of variable declaration. So let's see how actually arrays work. So we'll see about the declaration. We'll see about declaration. We'll see about initialization or how we actually update the values. And we'll see looping over them, right? Looping over them. So let's see how we actually declare the array. Okay, so this symbol, this square braces here actually mean that it's a collection type of object, right? It's not now a single integer. It's actually collection of integers. Then we write the name of the array, right? Suppose my array is ARR, okay? And this is how I declare an array. Now, when I write this statement, actually no space has been allotted to this variable, okay? So I need to tell Java that I need the array size to be 3000 because I need to store 3000 records, or maybe 30 or maybe 50, whatever is the size I need to tell Java like that. So what I'll write is ARR is equals to new int and the size, suppose 30. And this is now this new keyword will actually provide the memory for the array, right? Now this ARR actually has memory created for it. And what is the size of the memory? The size is equivalent to the 30 integers, right? Because it is of int type and the size is 30. So it will be able to store 30 integers. Now, I can write it in one line as well. Suppose int arr2 is equals to new int 30. This is absolutely fine way to do this. Okay, let's see how we actually update the value. So the indexing in Java or many other programming languages, it is starting from 0. So if I have an array which is of suppose 5 size, so the indexing will start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in order to obtain any element, right, like fifth element, I will need to get to the index 4, right? That is the number of object minus 1, because the indexing is starting from 0. The first element is actually stored at 0, that is 1 minus 1, that is 0. I hope that was clear. So what is the maximum index of an array? What is the maximum index of an array? It is size minus 1, right? That's how we obtain the last index, right? Let's see what do we have more. Suppose I need to store values like ARR of 1 is equals to 10, ARR of 2 is equals to 20, and ARR of 3 is equals to 15, right? This is how I actually initialize the values. But now let's see what are the perks, because this is quite the same thing we were doing while using the variables, right? So what is actually the benefit of using arrays? So we can loop over it like this. For int I is equals to 0, I is less than, now as I have stored, okay, so it should be 1 because I started the element from 1. So I can also initialize the 0th element. If I have not initialized an element, like I didn't pass a value for 0, it will be default as 0. Like ARR of 0, if I haven't changed the value, it will be default as 0. Right, let's see, it's 40. Then we can start the loop from 0. I is less than, so like 4, because for 0, 1, 2, 3 I have values, except that I know everything is 0. So I'll keep it less than 4. So that means 0, 1, 2, and 3. And then I plus plus. Then I can system dot out dot println ARR of I. Right. Now I hope you know that how this loop is gonna work. That will it'll change I over here one by one. And at first iteration, suppose it will be I equal to 0, then it will be ARR of 0, that is 40. Then after that 10, 20, and 15. So let's see if it works that way, right? Let's see, if I haven't made a typo, it should work. Yeah, it's working. It's 40, 10, 20, and 15. Okay, so what if I need to change the value? I can do that. Surely ARR of 1, sure, ARR 2 is, suppose it was 20, so let's make it 200 perhaps. Okay, so let's print it again, right? Let's print it again. Okay, so it was 40, 10, 20, and 15, and now it's 40, 10, 215. So I hope you liked the video. This was pretty much basic of Java. So if you liked the video, kindly press that like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.